father and son who murdered Ahmaud Arbery in February of 2020 have been sentenced to life in prison today on federal hate crime charges. Now, they had been investigated and they stood trial previously, and their sentence prior to these federal hate crime charges was pretty lengthy to begin with, but now it is just abundantly clear that they will be spending the rest of their lives in prison. Prosecutors contended that the killing of Ahmaud Arbery was the men's own version of vigilante justice, motivated by racism, and there was evidence to prove that, which I'll get to in just a moment. In addition to the life sentences for the hate crime charge of interference with rights, the judge sentenced both men to 20 years to be served concurrently for attempted kidnapping. The younger McMichael was sentenced or given another 10 years to be served consecutively for a federal weapons charge, and his father was given 7 extra years for a similar charge. Let's just make it very simple. They will spend the rest of their lives in prison where they belong, in my opinion, and in the opinion of prosecutors here. Now, before handing down the sentence to Travis McMichael, who fatally shot Arbery, US District Judge Lisa Godbey Wood said he had received a fair trial, the kind of trial that Ahmaud Arbery did not receive before he was shot and killed. So I'm gonna jump in, or have you jump in right away, Waz, because you see this, and when we talk about reforming the criminal justice system and how punitive it is, we don't really think of people like the McMichaels, right? Who carry out vigilante justice, it's not justice, vigilantism like this, and gun down innocent individuals that they don't like because of the color of their skin.
Yeah, I mean, when we're talking about criminal justice reform, it's stuff like, maybe not sending a guy to prison for 15 years because he had, 2 ounces of crack on him, or weed, right? Maybe not send people to prison for decades behind pounds of weed and then complain about Brittany Griner, but that's neither here nor there. I think with this is just like, look, execute the laws where you have them. Like, these guys clearly committed a heinous, violent hate crime against a black man. Just prosecute these people for the crimes that they did and give them a punishment that is at the level of the crime that they committed. And I think that's what happened here, right? I think what most people are asking for, especially at the time when we got all of this, abolish the police and defund police and all of this stuff, I think most people who are affected by police behaviors are just like, bro, just do your job. And when the cops behave in a manner that is, egregious and beyond the pale, prosecute them like you would any other criminal. That's all people want.
Right, exactly. And in this case, in the beginning, it appeared as though the McMichaels wouldn't face any prosecution because the local authorities were providing cover for them. So policing certainly needs to be reformed to ensure that they're actually protecting and serving the community that they work in. In this case, they were again providing cover for individuals who gunned down an innocent man who was jogging in the neighborhood, Ahmaud Arbery, of course. So I should note that William Bryan, who is the neighbor who's also involved in this case, will receive a sentence later. We, as of now, don't know what that sentence will be. We might hear about it later today, in fact, but as of now, we don't know what that sentence will be. For those who aren't familiar with the case, I do want to give you a quick refresher. The McMichaels armed themselves with guns and jumped in a truck to chase Arbery after spotting him running past their home outside the port city of Brunswick on February 23rd, 2020. Bryan joined the pursuit in his own truck, helping cut off Arbery's escape. He also recorded cell phone video of Travis McMichael shooting Arbery at close range as Arbery threw punches and grabbed at the shotgun to obviously defend himself from a lunatic who was trying to shoot and kill him. And what was interesting was the video was released by them almost as if it was supposed to clear them of any wrongdoing, but it was actually used as evidence against them because it was clear that Arbery was blocked by them and then gunned down. We do have that video. It's difficult to watch, but I do want to give you guys a reminder and also evidence of what I'm talking about here. So with that warning, let's take a look. I've seen that video so many times, and it's never easy to watch it. It's disgusting. And after the fact, the McMichaels lied to the authorities about what happened. So I do want to fast forward to that because during the February hate crimes trial, prosecutors fortified their case that Arbery's killing was in fact motivated by racism. How did they do that? Well, they showed the jury roughly 24 text messages and social media posts in which Travis McMichael and Bryan used racist slurs and made disparaging comments about black people. A woman testified to hearing an angry rant from Greg McMichael in 2015 in which he said, quote, "All those blacks are nothing but trouble." They also lied about things being stolen from the area. They claimed that they pursued Arbery because there was a string of burglaries in the area, and they felt that he might be the person who was committing those burglaries. But it turned out that no, there was only one reported burglary in the area, and it was in the truck belonging to the McMichaels. They left the truck unlocked, and there was a gun that was stolen from their unlocked truck. So that is the string of burglaries they were referring to. Travis quit counting in January of 2022 at around 800 threats. Like he's claiming, no, I'm the victim here. I'm worried about being sent to state prison and getting hurt as a result. He says, the threats have included statements that his image has been circulated through the state prison system on contraband cell phones and that people are waiting for him, that he should not go into the yard, and that correctional officers have promised a willingness, whether for pay or for free, to keep certain doors unlocked and backs turned to allow inmates to harm him. So he's hoping to be sent to federal prison, and it seems like it's likely that's gonna happen. I don't care what prison he gets sent to. What I do care about is taking these dangerous individuals who are motivated by hate off the streets, because clearly they are a public safety concern, to say the least. Waz, any final words?
Yeah, I mean, I'm fairly unsympathetic to this guy's plight, to be quite honest. Everybody who goes to prison is subjected to the awful conditions of prison. I feel like that's sort of baked into the concept. I think the powers that be like it that way, and so I'm not gonna cry over it. This is how everybody gets it. I wish prison conditions were more humane, I really do, even for the most vilest of criminals. But come on, this guy's gotta be kidding me, complaining about how uncushy his stay might be in the state pen.
I know, it is pretty amazing, right? It's incredible how easily bad people who go so far as to take innocent people's lives somehow turn around and make themselves the victim. And that's what I see in that statement there.
Thanks for watching the Young Turks, really appreciate it. Another way to show support is through YouTube memberships. You'll get to interact with us more. There's live chat emojis, badges. You've got emojis of me, Anna, John, JR. So those are super fun. But you also get playback of our exclusive member-only shows and specials right after they air. So all of that, all you gotta do is click that join button right underneath the video. Thank you.